Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry about being a few minutes late here to start. I was trying to get a few things done. And, well, I at least got them done. And, hey, we started. So, that's the important thing. We started. Ouch. There we go. Anyway, welcome back to Fate Friday. And we're going to continue on with Fate Extella. Finishing off Tomomo's route here. Tomomo's entire story here. We got our last mission to go. Mission previous. It was just more reaffirming how Liz is basically against us now completely. We're trying to fight Altera, fighting back her forces, and we managed to take down Gilgamesh. So, I mean, that's actually kind of impressive. Gilgamesh is a kind of a beast and a half in and of itself, even on his own. Let's get this stuff kind of sort of loaded up here. Yeah, there's good old Caster. It kind of just left off with us alone in the capital with our servants, all our servants that were underneath us, you know, serving us, having gone out to fight the battles on their own. Lubu's just kind of going nuts, taking on anything he can. Medusa and Karna are more or less kind of following suit because they don't know exactly how this is going to end. They're still kind of with Tomomo, but it's like we're just going to kind of go out and do whatever. So it's more or less just us and Caster. They spent one wonderful, uninterrupted night together to Tomomo's, you know, relief. Like, finally. Just have one last, you know, day together before they go off to what could be their deaths. Continue. So that's about where that left off. See, they're in bed. I feel like I read this last time, but I'll go through it again anyway. So we're just going to go tonight until we finish off Tomomo's, and that'll set us up for the next, story arc. I hear a whisper. Still on the edge of slumber, it takes me a moment to realize who's talking. Yeah, of course, the voice is unmistakable. The only one who talked to me from so close by is Caster. Also, there's no one else left in the castle. Oh yeah, I've definitely read this before. Oh, I get a second shot at the bond.
話したいだけなのです。
I think.
二つは同じ。そう。本質としては似たものなのです。認めたくはなくて、認められなくて、ついぞ口にはしていませんでしたが、あなた様にだけは伝えます。あれも私も同じくして人間にあだなすもの。
Alright, catch everybody up. We're on the moon, don't worry about it. We're on a supercomputer on the moon. We rule the moon because we won the Events of Fate Extra. That's the pseudo-quick backstory. We went to claim the thing that would recognize our authority and, you know, cement it throughout the entirety of the supercomputer moon here. Something attacked our character, and we got split into three. Our mind, body, and soul. One went to Nero, one went to Tamamo, and the other is with Altera. Altera is Attila the Hun. She's also an aspect of a giant that came from a thing that cascaded from outer space quite a while ago that almost completely, utterly decimated and wiped humanity off of the face of existence. And she is leading forces of destruction to pretty much carry that out still. Because the supercomputer moon cell here thing that we're on is kind of like the first line of defense. It barely managed to barely managed to hold it back last time. So having kind of like this inside man is gonna make it that much easier. There you go. That's all you got. That's still too high. That looks a little better.
なればこそ力ずくで支配するという気持ちもわからないでもないのです。けれどそれなら初めから心を持たない方が楽で。
At first I don't understand. The way she's talking, is she punishing herself? Or is she talking to Altera since she says they're the same? I hear pity in her voice, but something else too. Something closer to her heart. And I think a little more, it hits me. Does Tamamo believe that Altera is suffering too? Does that mean Altera has a heart?
ご主人様。
I think I went ... last time. Fuck it, I heard every word of that. Damn it.
ではお忘れくださいまし。
I chose the exact same thing I did last time because I didn't get the bond up last time. Damn it.
ただの独り言このまま。
Okay. Yeah. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Let's just continue
おやすみ
talking.
なさいませ。ご主人様。
Okay, rest. Alright.
時にご主人様、お気づきですか？
I should be hearing this also, by the way, because it's through the capture card. Yeah, we're good.
あなた様が目覚めてからというもの、私たちはやれ制圧、やれ侵略ばかりで、ついぞデートの一つを楽しむこともありませんでした。ええ、これはまさに私の大失態。
Hey Golden, how's it going, buddy?
国の版図を広げんとするばかりで、最も重要視すべき事柄に目を留めさえせず、私は実に愚かなサーバントでした。セラフ全土をこの手にせずとも、真のレガリアを得ずとも、多少は叶ったでしょうに。申し訳ありません。
Sorry about the dog.
このような時とはいえ、こんな即席のデートコースでお茶を濁すことになろうとは。
And she's worried about date. She's more preoccupied with the fact the date is cheap and quick than the fact that we have a life, threatening battle ahead of us. Oh, Tamamo. Tamamo. Even with Altera on the horizon, Castor keeps her voice bright and cheerful. She's forcing it, of course, but she's doing it for me because she wants to enjoy our time together. So I'd never call this walk a cheap date. We're taking a moment to let her be happy and excited, and nothing's better than that.
おお、月あらば炸裂するこの池玉力。
God damn it.
頼もう、感動でついめまいがよよよ。ですので、どさくさに紛れてご主人様と腕など組んでみるのでした。
Oh my god.
ほんと、なんて愚かだったのでしょう。初めからもっともっとこうしておくべきだったのに。いいえ、そのような反省は犬神にでも食わせておくもの。金色夜叉の下りなど十分でございます。新緑の恋人のように寄り添い進みましょう。円熟の夫婦のように連れ合い参りましょう。いざ敵本拠未明領域。
Oh yeah, the Zero Dark is where that thing that came from space had landed on the moon cell. They couldn't destroy it, so they just kind of cordoned it off. Just locked it all away as best they could, just sealing it completely. It's called the Zero Dark, and now there's a hole open up into it because basically Altera opened a way through. So anything that was trapped in there slowly was corrupting itself and whatnot is now just coming out and spreading it to the entire moon cell.
わずかな童貞ではありますけど、こうやって触れ合えて私はとても嬉しいです。
I can say the same. I can feel her warmth and softness on my arm. I don't care how far we make it. Let's head out there together into the Zero Dark. The Zero Dark? And now that I think about it, Castor makes it sound obvious, but how exactly are we getting there? Is this some place we can just walk to?
ああ、未明領域までの距離ですか？それはもう近い遠いという話ではございません。強いて言えば近いでしょうか。要は移動のためのポータルをどこに設置するかの問題です。
Oh.
まさかマイルームに設置してしまってはいざ逆に用いられた場合に愛の巣がたちまち破壊されかねませんし、私たちが離れれば同じことやもしれません。破壊の軍勢がいつこの千年峡に押し寄せるか分かったものではない。
Okay, so they can go there anytime, but wherever they place the portal is going to be at risk of being attacked. So, yeah, is a toughie.
ですが可能性はなるべく残しておきたいです。無事にあそこへ戻る可能性、手に手を取って帰る可能性。
So, pick your placement.
ですから、ええ、ここまで離れればもう構いません。いざ陰の気脈の果てをここに。我ら行く先は混論ならずや陰の陰、影の影、金色の陽光を弾く水面のごとくして映し込み入り込み、音世持つ平坂のごとくして彼岸の果てへ向かうは根の国ならず、星の雫にうがたれし月の影。さあ、
Alright.
ご主人様、ここに月の黄泉へとつながる門を開きました。これより先こそ破壊の軍勢の本拠。許しがたきは英霊アルテラ、破壊ら滅亡だとのたまう輩を今こそ退治してしまいましょう。いざ快活に大逆転の始まりです。
Alright, let's do it, Tomomo. Let's kick Altera's ass. Or not. God damn it. Is there anything?
とその前にしばらく命の選択とシャレこもうではありませんか。正真正銘の大決戦の前なれば心も体も全開にしておきませんと。
Of course.
正直に申し上げまして、敵は大敵。今はなき月の聖杯戦争の歴史を紐解いても最強の部類ではないかと。
Yep, Altera is actually an incredibly powerful servant. Altera on her own is incredibly powerful. Part of that due to the fact she wields the Sword of Mars. What is the Sword of Mars? It's exactly what you think it is, if you know. You know who Mars is? As in the god of war? Greeks will know him as Ares. Romans know them as Mars. Yeah, she has his sword. Because when she was the giant, she killed Ares and took his sword. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she defeated the god of war and stole his sword to use it as her main weapon. Funnily enough, her noble phantasm that she uses is actually her redirecting a retaliatory strike from Ares against her. It's actually fucking hilarious. It looks like she's summoning just a giant laser down to kill everything, but no, that's her connecting to Ares, or Mars, pretty much just bringing that direct line to him. He's still pissed he lost, so he's sending down whatever he can to her to try to kill her, and she just kind of redirects it slightly to hit you. Kind of badass, really. That almost feels surreal. But if Castor says so, it must be true. I don't doubt her, and I don't plan on giving up. This wouldn't be the first time we've done the impossible together. Just look at our fight with Gilgamesh. So I won't lose hope now. Let's stand up and strike back, I say.
はい。私も覚悟を決めてますとも。ミコッと勝って勝利の宴と参りましょう。六畳一間でも構いません。ささやかでも二人でいれば何よりの華やぎ。中天の日よりも眩しき愛の巣ですから。
Heaven's rays. The sun. I used to wonder if the sun might be Castor's true form, or perhaps her ancestor. But maybe the sun is the origin from which Tamamo no Mai incarnates. Tamamo no Mai is a fragment of the god Amaterasu, which I'm pretty sure is a sun god. They just got rid of all but one of their tails. So they lost their godly power. They still have power, but not nearly as much. Ah, there it is. Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun. Could that make her a match for Velber? Not really. Again, when the fucking giant came down onto Earth, the gods were fighting it along with humanity. It's because of that moment that the Age of Gods was pretty much ended. I'm like, this is going to a lot of extra fate stuff here, but she came down, the gods tried to fight back and, deal with this threat to the entire planet, and they failed. They were systematically wiped out one by one. At least the Greek gods themselves lost their bodily forms and became more or less kind of like ethereal type spirits. They couldn't really interact with humanity anymore like they used to. It took the planet itself summoning up somebody to use a very specific sword to defeat that giant, and then they began to rebuild. But after that moment, the Age of the Gods and magic started to slowly dip. And then it was completely ended by Gilgamesh himself. Yeah, Gilgamesh is the man that totally ended the Age of Gods and ushered in the Age of Man. Because he separated, the heavens from the earth. Completely. He was supposed to be the bridge to keep the gods, in power all the time, but he basically said, fuck that. Gil is Gil. That's all I could say. Gil is Gil. Yeah, you want to know more about Gilgamesh, go and read the Epic of Gilgamesh. I know it's not that easy a question. And it's not as easy as one might think for her to transform at will and use her full power. But it does make me wonder, can God stand a chance against the Umbral Star?
どうでしょう。特にアルテラは世界に対して特攻を持っているようですしとなれば世界の具現にして概念たる神霊にも当然のように有利ではあるのでしょう。ですが確かに太陽の神霊ならば地球あっての神霊化なわけですが、それでも地球の外空に属する大異霊優勢に格負けはしておりません。でもそのなんというかそもそも
That is to say
あれになってしまった私はもう私という存在ではありません。あなたのサーバントでさえなくなってしまう。
Yeah, I mean, it's literally ascending into godhood. She would no longer be Tamamo no Mai and would become Amaterasu. She would not be a servant. She would just straight up be a divine spirit, a physical god. She's not going to be bound to anything. She would not have the same personality. Wouldn't even have the same morals. So, yeah, they could be their trump card against Velber, but we'd lose out on Tamamo entirely, and I don't think she wants to do that.
それは嫌です。
See?
私は
She probably wouldn't lend us her power anyway. I don't want that either. There we go. Bond up.
ありがとうございます。
Castor may not be the sun, but her smile alone has enough power to defeat the Umbral Star. Oh, you smooth talker, you. And that smile is brighter than the sun to me. Oh my god. Get a room. Let's just get through all these talking points.
多少
Okay,
狭いかとも
onsen
思った
time.
のですが、いざ入ってみるとこうなんともうまく作られているものですね。
I mean, if it was a little small, that's fine. Just get a little closer.
膝と膝は当たってしまいますけれど、窮屈なりの風情があると申しますか。広々とした露天風呂にはない趣です。やっぱりこれは順当なサイズということなのでしょうか。
I think she's right. When it comes to lounging in hot baths, nothing beats what they have in this dimension. My temperature's rising, not just from the water, but from the feel of her knee against mine. And the water alone doesn't account for the pounding in my chest. For the two of us, this bath is just the right size. Or so I'd say.
Just love size と言いますか。
Love size. Oh my god.
ちょうどいいですね。湯気で霞むもご愛嬌。旦那様のお顔がはっきりと見て取れます。
I feel just the same. I could see Castor's pink, beautiful skin, the redness of her blushing face. Once again, her cheerful smile gleams like the sun. Of course I can see her skin. We're in a bath together.
よろしいんですよ、ご主人様。こんなに至近距離なんです。さっきから視線をあらぬ方へやったり、意識的に私の顔ばかり見ようとしているような素振りがありますけれど、よろしいんですよ。Just love size ですし。
Oh my god.
Just に love で。
I just realized her bow is like partially translucent. Okay, not her bow itself, but kind of, I don't know. Does she have two bows on there? You guys can see it. The one in the very back is fully opaque, but the other one is actually translucent. That's kind of cool. Or transparent. It's transparent. Translucent is completely see-through. That's partial, I think. Meh. We've been close for quite a while now, and she's saying provocative words, but she's not coming any closer either. Neither of us are looking at each other as much as you might think. Is it really okay? Well, then I wouldn't let myself stay nervous about it. Oh, then I won't let myself stay nervous about it. It's kind of a relief and kinda not so much.
おや、なんということでしょう。私ともあろうものが。すみません。のぼせてしまったようです。でも仕方ないですよね。Just love size ですから。
Oh no.
実行みたいなもので。
Oh no, I'm feeling a little faint. Catch me. I don't have time to respond. In the next instant, Caster moves in with no resistance at all. Ah, so she's so... Yeah. Soft, warm, thank you very much. She's so, thank you very much. I'm gonna go, she's just so soft. She's so soft.
何が柔らかいんでしょう。
Oh,
ご
fuck.
主人様。
No, it wasn't worth bond points, so it's fine.
よろしいんですよ。だってほら、湯船。ねえ。
Whatever. That's fine. Alright, let's get to the fight, finally. Oh, hey, Flame, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Excited for Fate Extra Record, especially to see Caster. That's the remake. That's the remake of Fate Extra, right? Yeah, okay, oh yeah, okay. I kind of forgot it was happening. I just completely forgot it was happening. Oh my god, it's releasing this year. Oh my god, I've just like completely forgot about this game, that it is happening this fucking year. Holy crap. Remake of the original is coming out sometime in the last 5 months. Okay. Well, I'm more excited because I never actually played the original Fate Extra. And I kind of want to, just to get more of that actual story, more of those details. And I mean, more Nero for me is, you know, always best because, well, Nero's my best girl. Tama's really close second. Like, oh my god. Like, she is a really goddamn close second. But oh my god, another game I'm gonna be buying and trying to make time to play. Oh boy. Damn. Oh well. Now I wonder, is Max Factory gonna release another Nero Figma? Because they released one for the original Fate Extra. They released one for Fate Extella. Are they gonna release one for Fate Extra Record? Are they gonna continue the trend of Nero gets a new figure every time she gets a new game? There's 6 playthroughs of the game, since you get to choose between 3 servers. You change the story slightly in the boss order, but choosing between to save 2 hair. Yeah, okay, that much I kinda knew. I knew about the three starter servants you could have. Oh, not stars. Just the 3 servants you could choose from, which is more or less the, you know, the easy, normal, and hard difficulties. And then the choice to save 1 of 2 people. That much I knew, and I know who the basically the final servant boss is, but I'm not gonna spoil it now. I might have spoiled it in the past, but I'm not gonna spoil it now, because that's just wow. Do I want to play 6 playthroughs of the game? Probably not. I'll probably do at most 3. Just 1 for each of the main servants. Unless they pull an extra CCC and decide to add a Gilgamesh mode. Again. Alright, this stage. Let's do this. Let's kick some ass. Let's kick Altera's ass, and then we'll probably have to fight the giant again.
すでに制圧したセクターのいくつかへ敵勢力が押し寄せている。複数セクターへの同時攻撃。うまい手だ。敵ながら見事と言える。防戦ではおよそ勝ち目はないだろう。打って出る他にあるまい。
Let's save my Been hearing people talk about DLC for Extra being a new servant based on Lancer, Assassin, or Berserker, and CCC DLC. That could potentially work, I think. Maybe. I could see CCC DLC. I could see them doing CCC DLC. Okay, gotta defeat Gil. What a shock. Berserker DLC makes a lot of sense. I heard Florence Nightingale is supposed to be originally debut in Fate Extra. Probably. I feel like I did read about that. They always have like a few servants they want to go with for a new game or series and then decide against it. Like in oh good lord, bad things are happening. Like in Apocrypha, the ruler was initially supposed to be St. George. Not you know, not Jeanne d'Arc. Where are you, Liz? Well, it's not Liz, but she'll still get hit by it. Got hit a lot, so that's good. And she's going super mode. Our people are fine, Caster. Okay, Corrupted Liz is going down. Alright, Corrupted Liz is out of here. I'm just... Ooh, didn't want to do that. Damn it. It's fine. Alright, wait, okay, we cleared that, so we're good there. Oh, there's a plant here. Oh my god. No potential DLC servants from the fan game Fate Empire of Dirt. What are the servants in that? I have never heard of that one.
少しで敵軍のレジムマトリクスが完成してしまいます。お急ぎを。
Is that Lubu down?
というか
It's fine, Tamamo.
我が軍大ピンチです。タマモちゃん大勝利。この領土が明日の贅沢になるのです。
Okay, I thought there was a piece of
ご主人様、面倒ですが
Noble
助けに行きま
Phantasm
しょう。
circuit
君
here.
臨するとはこういうことだ。ゲートオブバビロン。
ジャンプ。
I'm gonna move along and help the spots that are kind of getting their asses kicked
いい
now.
加減飽きてきましたね。そろそろ済ませてしまいたいのですが。
Damn it, wrong way.
し
Ugh!
ばらくしばらく味方の被害が拡大中。いかがしますマスター。
Alright, yeah, there's Gil. Again.
王に歯向かう不敬者がここまで多いとはな。
しばらくしばらく味方の被害が拡大中。いかがしますマスター。勝とうが負けようが構わないのですが。ご主人、勝とうが負けようが構わないのです。
Hey, I'm not messing around with Gilgamesh. Are you kidding me?
勝つしかありませんね。
これはまた物好きな神明よな。
It's Gilgamesh.
何を企んでいる狐。
決まっています。ご主人様の妻になること以外ありません。
なんだ、野生犬にも牙はあったか。食い下がるではないか。いいぞ、八つ咲きにしてくれる。
Okay, Gil ran away.
少しばかり猶予をやろう。一時の
He'll be back.
ありがたく思えよ。
このままだと味方がやられちゃいます。あと少しで敵軍のレジムマトリクスが完成してしまいます。お急ぎを。 味方が攻められているようですね。
Some of the unique servants are Emperor Wangmu is a saber, and Charles Divorce is a Jeanne d'Arc-faced berserker. Huh. Okay.
手間を取らせおってもはや楽には済まぬと思え。
助かりました。次はもう少し早く来ていただければ言うことなしですが。味方が攻められているようですね。風向きが怪しくなってまいりました。救援行っときます。
Okay, that one's down. Yeah, I'll just wipe out a whole bunch of them at once. Gotta love how they have Jean faces now. In addition to the saber faces, we got Jean faces.
よく燃えますね。
Even though Jean herself is a saber face.
しばらくしばらく味方の被害が拡大中。いかがしますマスター。飛び上がれ。
There we go.
このままだと味方がやられちゃいます。制圧しました。ガンガン攻めましょう。
楽しみに
Let's
制
just
圧した
slowly make our way around to capture some of this stuff,
ということか。
if possible.
やれセクタートラップですか。コードテスト足りてます。 天罰てきめん。
素晴らしい戦果だ。素晴らしい戦果だ。
マスターコードテストを。
For once, I actually had a skill that could deal with it. For once. Okay, Gil, you need to stop killing all my dudes. Let me have some land. Jeez.
この領土が明日の贅沢になるのです。
楽しげに制圧したな。
I went the wrong way, but whatever. I'm going toward the middle because I see the other piece. I see the second piece of the NP circuit. Plus, there's a plant here.
するとはこういうことだ。ゲートオブバリオン。
彼岸前大作戦。
Yeah, we got all but the plant.
味方がやられちゃいます。風向きが怪しくなってまいりました。急に言っときます。プラントです。ご主人様。まずはあちらを
Alright, plant down.
よくやったプラントを破壊した。敵の進行が弱まったぞ。
It's kind of weird, Gilly Wish, because a great character in shows, movies, manga, and a great foe to fight in game. As a playable character, it's hard to stomach his constant insults. You gotta take the good with the bad when it comes to Gil. I mean, he's gonna call you a mongrel because really, you are a mongrel. That's all you will ever be to him. You won't even be his friend because there's only one person who has ever been his friend, and you will never be him. Ever. Don't even try. Plus, I mean, it depends on what humanity is at the moment. It kind of defines how abrasive he is. Mostly his disgust for humanity. Especially how far it has fallen.
攻めましょう。制圧できましたね、キャスター。その調子で変に遊ばないように。
Okay, and there's a Skandar.
王の前だ。勇姿を示すがいい。なんだ。国を滅ぼす魔獣と聞いたが。
Damn right, he's the GOAT. The King of Conquerors deserves all the respect.
天罰的面。よっこのままだと味方がやられちゃいます。
Oh, he took a bunch of his health down with that one.
もう少し殴れようか。たまらんの。勇者との戦い。
I would literally take his Skandar as a DLC servant. That would actually be amazing. Just go around, conquer the moon cell. Not to win the Holy Grail War. Forget that. We're just here to conquer it. He just wants it for the just to conquer it to prove he could do it. To keep up his name of King of Conquerors. It's a new land to find Okeanos. One of these days he will find it. Who knows? Maybe Okeanos exists on the moon cell. Well, you put up a good fight there, Skandar. Where am I? I'm over here.
しくじったわ。我が波動をここについえるか。
こちらに来ましたか。
Yeah, he put up a damn good fight.
この鎖でお相手しましょう。見事達成です、マスター。弾も感激しました。私のミスですね。これはこうなると挽回は難しい。
着実な一歩だ。これでいくらか戦況は好転する。
言いづらいことですが、ピンチです。
Just don't wipe out a whole bunch. Don't want to use it all up, because I got more ground to cover.
としましょう。
And Medusa's down.
申し訳ありません。
There we go, our last aggressor. If I think of the say we could do a DLC servants, they could give us Medusa to use against Shinji or a Pirate Rider class servant to make a JoJo.
プラントです。ご主人様。まずはあちらを倒しましょう。
Pirate Rider, easy. Francis Drake. There you go. There's your Pirate Rider. Okay, am I just missing? Ah, there's the corridor. Let's get to that plant. I never played the original Fate Extra. That's why I kind of want the... I'm looking forward to the remake now that I remembered it existed, so I can play it a lot easier. PSP App Store last time I checked. That would require me to hook my phone up if I want to stream it, because I want to stream it when playing it. One of these days I will try to get around to play it, the original, but with the remake coming, I'll want to focus on that one 100%. There's one, new game. And two, it might get rid of some jank that maybe the original had. Because, I mean, it's a game on the PSP. There 100% had to be some kind of jank. Alright, we'll freed this one. Is the combat system the biggest jank? Okay. This isn't gonna kill it, because I don't have enough built up in meter, but it's fine. You get stuff off my back. There, plant down. A rock, paper, scissors formula did no favors. Oh, come on. Real. It was rock, paper, scissors? Not even like a standard, like, JRPG turn-based thing. They went rock, paper... I mean, rock, paper, scissors is in Fate Go, but it's done a little bit better. Like, maybe, I don't know. I don't think it would work for a full tactics game like that, though. Like, tactical RPG, whatever you want to call it. RPG. JRPG. I can't speak today. It's gonna be fun. Let's clear the one that's being attacked first. Oh, because Gil's here, that's why. No joke, it was turn-based rock, paper, scissors in the OG, especially compared to some other PSP games. What? Why? Well, why? Why rock, paper, scissors for a turn-based RPG? Why?
なんだ野生犬にも牙はあったか。
ご主人様
It's Gil, I'm not messing around here.
食い下がるではないか。
This man's like entire kit is basically AoE. And he ran away again. At least Fate Extra Record fixed it with Slay the Spire. What's the combat like in Slay the Spire? I'll be honest, I'm not super up to date on games. There's just so many games and not enough time in the day anymore. Turn-based cards, okay. You know, that works a little, that I think that would work a bit better. Let's clear the one at the bottom. Alright, territorial victory, so we're good there. Damn plant. Yeah, card-based should work better. Trailers to the game had Shinji be 8-bit Mega Man style in the... Okay, that's actually kind of amazing. Okay, I need meter here. Oh, there we go. Nice try, big sword aggressor dude. There we go. Another one cleared. Alright, now there's just one more sector to claim because I want to claim all the sectors and it isn't a pain in the ass. Wrong way. That's the right way. I got enough code cast to deflect this one. I got one more. Good. With the plant gone, there's not going to be anything else after these guys. There, that's got all of them. That should kill them all. Yep, perfect. Excellent. Oh, thanks for the follow, Flame. Thank you, thank you.
主人様、これで全部私たちの領土です。
Alright, let's go to the portal and fight Altera. Anime games are looking pretty good this year. I went the wrong way. Well, I'm taking the scenic route. It's easy enough. It's easy enough to get around. Kinda. There, no, that's why. I went to grab more meter for Extella maneuvers. Alright. Let's go.
退け。私は不要な剣を振るいたくはない。お前たちをたやすくこの腕と剣は破壊してしまう。それを知るからこそ私は今さら何をのたまうか。破壊の大王と呼ばれた者がためらいなどと肩腹どころか胸に穴が開こうというもの。貴様はざれ言ばかり口にする。そのあり方はいかなる醜さか。戦いのための力をかようなまでに備えていながら事影を通じて共闘の呼びかけ、果ては自ら赴いての降伏勧告とは。
It just refers to Liz as a newt. She is but a newt.
凄まじき力という無敵の矛と戦いを忌避する無形の盾。お前のようなあり方を人は矛盾と笑おうぞ。お前に言われるまでもない。私は何かを間違えている。だがそれはお前には関係のない事柄だ。少なくとも私より弱者であるお前には。
Bitch, I'm part God here. I've got the 2/3 of the. I got a third of the regalia. I got a master that's very willingly giving me power. I got a super mode. I got 2/3 of the Noble Phantasm circuit. You're gonna get fucked over.
キャスター、レガリアをここへ。そうすれば私は私にできる限りお前たちを守ると約束しよう。
With her sword in hand, Altera quietly declares her proposal. She doesn't look like the Umbral Star's messenger right now. She looks like a young woman with an earnest wish. I suddenly have to question this whole situation. I think we're misunderstanding the reason she wants the regalia. Why would someone so devoted to destruction be so interested in the Moon Cell Automaton's royal authority? Or the Umbral Star? For destruction's sake? It's true that the Moon Cell could be defenseless without it, and would only be able to sit there and watch itself die. So that's the obvious reason why the Umbral Star's messenger would want it. Which makes sense. I still think there's some kind of misunderstanding here. 'Cause honestly, Altera could destroy the Moon Cell without the regalia. It's only a nuisance to her at best. So does she actually want to destroy the regalia? Or does she want to possess it for some reason? Altera is a very interesting character, honestly. I do like her character. I like kind of like what's going on with her.
その物言い、その眼差し、その思い。ようやく私も理解した、確信した。ゆえにこそ許すまじ。
She's this avatar of destruction, but She's like so calm. And feels like, okay, I'm here to destroy. That's all I'm here to do. Just very stone-faced about it. I'm here to destroy, that's all I can do. Whatever thoughts and feelings I have don't actually matter. I am just a tool of destruction. Sorry. Oh, I never swapped this over. Good to know. Taking care something fast. Personally, I wish they explore more with Altera, the Umbral Star, and more servants from the tribe that took her in. Would there really be any more related to Attila that could be, become servants? Sorry, something's going on. I'm just checking it out quick. But more about Altera, yeah. They could definitely make more with Altera. In something beyond Extella. Okay. Sorry about that.
私の指に輝くレガリア。焦がれるほどに求め、与えられた私の証。決してお前ごときに渡してなるものですか。
Caster's words are like sharp slams against Altera. I don't think it's wise to provoke her in the middle of negotiations, myself. And I don't know why Caster's so agitated all of a sudden. I want Caster to calm down for a bit. If we can keep talking, maybe we can...
いい、ご主人様。ごめんなさい。
Personally, I would like a fake video game where she is our saber that's separate from the extra series. Could happen. Could happen.
あれはダメです。ダメなのです。あれは女です。どうしようもないくらい。そして 私も女なのです。ですから私は何一つ奪わせはしないし破壊させもしない。お前に何もくれてやるものはない。
いいや、それは決してお前一人の所有物ではない。
お黙り。
それはお前一人の所有物ではない。
奪わせません。何一つただ一つ。これ以上
You know, seeing so much of Nero reminds me of one Greek servant who wants to use an assassin version of Caesar's friend Brutus. No, that's actually a good one. That would actually be a really good one. I know people have also been waiting forever for them in some way to make like a Lancer Shaka Zulu, or just Shaka Zulu as a servant. Get wrecked, Al. Nice try, Altera. You tried. She tried. She tried to use her Noble Phantasm. It failed. We're talking about Brutus NP deal exchange to anyone who is some form of ruler of a nation. You know, that tracks. That would track. There's random stuff like that all over Fate. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Well, I can just use this as invincibility to survive long enough. Because I want to use my damn, I want to use the Noble Phantasm against Altera. Okay, so I just got a fourth piece of it. I personally want piano musician Frederick Chopin in the game, and he becomes a Lancer. Tie in Eternal Sonata. Oh my. That is some shit Fate would do! Because now Chopin is known as using a spear thanks to that game. So yeah, he's just a Lancer now. Because of just something. That's 100% what Fate would do. Like, that's completely inside the wheelhouse for Fate's rules. You played Eternal Sonata? I have not played Eternal Sonata. I've seen friends play it. But oh my god. Like, that is 100% something they could do. They're known for using a spear because of some modern thing. Because of some modern influence, and now he became a Lancer. That's all they can leave it as. Normally, he could be summoned as a caster, but because of a more modern interpretation, now he can be summoned as a Lancer as well. God damn it! Like, There we go. Doubled up. Got a whole bunch of stuff. Talma mission done. Karna mission done. Lubu mission done. We failed Medusas. Hopefully the offensive NP Tomo has an Extella series can be used in extra record along with her support one. I would kind of hope. Just giving them one that either does damage or does debuffs or buffs. I'd rather have a choice of, like, at least being able to use one or the other depending on the situation. It's not like Fate Go where they're restricted with what they can use. With an RPG, you could be a little more loose with it.
知恵と勇気あまねく怪物なる者は人の英知に敗れ去る者あなたとて例外ではありませんアルテラ何の空より降りし怪物風情過去のあれなど何かの間違い太陽の化身のその分け身天戦古戦の私が王権を得た今はいいや違う私は怪物ですらない私たちは文明の迎える滅びそのものだお前たちでは私たちに勝てないお前たちでは私たちを殺せない
I can see Chopin's NP being his final song, Heaven's Mirror. That'd be fitting.
フレアエフェクトマルスとの接続開始
This is the thing I was talking about everybody else. This is her making that connection with Mars so we could try to smite her on the spot, only for her to redirect it.
発射まで2秒軍神よ我を呪え空うがつは涙の星
She's just taunting him. This is literally just her fucking taunting the god of war. I kicked your ass. Come on. Come on, bring it. I'll give you one more shot. Right here. Right here. Gotta give Altera credit for having a freaking lightsaber. I mean, she stole it from a space robot, so no surprise. Yeah, by the way, both, at least the Greek gods, they're basically super advanced giant robots and machines. Yeah. So Ares is just a big fighting robot. He's a fucking mecha. All of them are mecha in some fashion. So she killed a robot and took his sword.
ティアドロップフォトンレイ許せサーバントでは私を倒せない人の思いは私たちに抗う
バナナバロンだ
Feast upon my feisty vagina.
Oh my fucking god. Hey Mari, how's it going? Thanks for the resub. 21 months. Thank you, Mari. Oh my god. Did you forget my alerts have TTS again? If y'all haven't actually gone and checked out Mari, please do so. She finished off a very successful charity stream last week. Is back now to a regular scheduled everything, and also pretty sure in about a week or so is going to be having a merch drop. So make sure to check her out, and also when that merch drops, check that out too, and you know, if you can, buy a little bit of it. I know I'm planning to. Alright, you're welcome, Mari, and enjoy your lurk. And I will do it whenever I please. Yeah, she's one of my best friends that also streams. Like, she's absolutely hilarious. I love her to bits.
命は奪いたくはない。私はその意味をまだ知らない。破壊する。私の前に立つならば。
Well,
何のしばらく
Tom
こ
Momo
の程
lived.
度馬事東風にぬかに釘大山明道お狐雄山ってなもんです。甘いわ半端者が光の柱何故に一つのみしか放たぬか軍神とやらの力そのすべてを費やさぬか見えるぞ女見透かせるレガリアが砕け散るのを恐れましたね。こっけーこっけー甘い甘い甘すぎです。
どこに
出雲に神ありこれ自在にしてみそぎの証神宝羽化の鏡なり
Tomo is my top 5 favorite casters. Yep. Yep. She's top 5 for me.
水天日光天照す矢の雫石遅い
Just came in with the kick. Dying like drop kick. 5 consecutive attacks slam into Altera. I recognize the spell. Gyoku Tenho, the strongest spell in caster's repertoire, and now it seized Altera's whole body. Caster pulled off the perfect surprise attack. I don't see Nero doing a dropkick. No. No. Nero's still my number 1, though. Nero's still my number 1. Hey, Katie, how's it going? She played on Altera's knowledge of her recklessness, then tricked her into lowering her guard. It wasn't Caster herself who was swallowed up by the Pillar of Light. It was a digital decoy constructed to look like her at the cost of most of the Regalia's resources. Caster herself had been lying in wait above, hiding her presence, waiting for the perfect moment to execute the perfect attack. Caster doesn't have an innate presence-blocking skill, but she was able to rig the Regalia up to give her something similar. It cost her all the resources the Regalia had left. Of course, the Regalia is not intended to be filled with that way, but then, that's Caster for you. Okay, how about you? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Just playing a little more Fate Extella.
実のとこ一か八かだったんですけどありがとうございますご主人様
We just beat up female Attila the Hun.
もう一人の私をあなたが操って戦ってくださったからこそ機会を得られました私一人では到底彼女には届きませんでした
お前たちの策に私は敗れたのか溢れる星の光でさえないただの知恵が私を倒すのかキャスター
その通りですほうき星より来たるもの弱き者が強き者を打倒する知恵と勇気を振り絞り届かぬ頂を乗り越えるのが人の業それを私はせいぜい真似てみただけのこと地上にて人のあがきを私に教えた者どもとここにて 人の光を私に見せた我が主。
What would humans do?
それらがお前を倒したものの本質です。あなたもかつてそれを目にしたのでしょう。
I've had the hiccups for 30 minutes. Oh dear. Huh. Yeah, I'm not 100% what to do there. I tried doing a trick my friend keeps saying 100% works, but it never seems to work for me. It's like, basically exhale everything you have. Like, exhale until you can't anymore, and then don't inhale. Just hold it for a little bit. And then eventually that'll go somehow? I don't know. He says it works. I've tried it. It doesn't work. I just end up suffering for a little while. Because hiccups suck. Hiccups are terrible.
やはりかキャスター。いや、賜物前、私の過去を知って。
I've never heard of that. I didn't until he told me. He said he'd always done it. I would just do the hold my breath thing, just normal, or try and drink water. It never seems to work. I don't know, it never seems to work for me. Nothing seems to work. I just suffer through the hiccups. However long they end up taking. And it's usually about half an hour to an hour, possibly. Eventually, I just stop caring. No, the other me. It's the third me. Because there had to be 3 me's. Split into heart, body, and soul. Oh, no, sorry. Mind, body, and soul. Not heart, body, and soul. This isn't Kingdom Hearts. Ugh. Right next to Altera, a figure who looks like me appears and stands in front of her. By now, that's the most natural thing in the world to me. It's just like I saw before, with Saber in my mind. It's the body of Baron Bananas. Even though our positions are different, there's no doubt he's me. No matter what happens, he stands up for his servant. Just like I would.
私のマスター、いけない。指輪から出てはお前を破壊から守れなく。
Let me guess, Archimedes is gonna show up.
守れないわよ。
Never mind, it's Liz.
あんたは何一つも。守れるはずがないじゃない。だってあなたにできるのは壊すことだけ。弱々しい乙女のふりなんてやめなさいよ。冗談のつもりでも笑えないし、女が下がるわよ。って、ああ、そっか。あなたはそうよね。厳密には。ん女でさえないわね。エリザベート。何のようです？
I feel like facepalming and sighing with Elizabeth is... Yeah. Fate Go is kind of softened, giving me a soft spot for her, but it still is.
ごきげんよう。一人ぼっちの帝国の女王陛下。レガリアを使った英霊退治見せてもらったわ。ひ弱な霊格のままなのは相変わらずだけど。ああ、むやみやたらに動かないでね。あなたが野蛮にも仕掛けてきたら、あたし 反射的にそっちの小豚をまず殺すから。
Especially compared to her awesome uncle and Carmilla. Yeah, her awesome honorary uncle, Vlad the Impaler. I mean, it's actually, well, at least the Berserker one is actually a cool uncle for her. And actually kind of cares. Lancer Vlad kind of hates her ass. Just hates her to the core. Okay, Flame, I need to ask this right now, actually. Now that I got someone who's played Extra and stuff, for sure. What was Vlad the Impaler's class in that game? Was he Lancer or Berserker? Because I feel like I've, Mandela affected myself from reading things way, way, way back when to convince myself. He's in his Lancer class in round 4, and he's paired with a crazy clown lady. Okay. Okay, so he is a Lancer. Okay. I don't know if it was just someone didn't write the wiki right or something, but for whatever reason, that specific design of Vlad the Impaler, I've always had in my mind that that was the Berserker. And the other one is, and the one from Apocrypha that is the Lancer. So, I mean, he's also a Lancer in Apocrypha, but come Fate Go, he's a Berserker. They use the Apocrypha design as the Berserker Vlad. And then the extra design as the Lancer Vlad. I always thought it was switched. I don't know. I always thought it was different. Do we get a multiple vampire for Berserker and yeah, she's just randomly there. Think she'll be an extra record? Taking this quick little intermission here. She'll just go and check out Katie Bug, a Butterfly Neko Fairy VTuber. Play some Zenless Zone Zero. Getting a little bit more into Helldivers recently, a big shock. And it's honestly just a absolute sweetheart. I love talking to her when I can. I love lurking in her streams when I can. She's just amazing, so please go and check her out as well. Speaking of lag, can I give you advice? Help you on your first playthrough of Fate Extra Record? Yeah, I mean, go for it. Why not? Elizabeth Bathory. Her face still looks the same. She strolls up to us through the dust without a mark from her last encounter. She's different. She still looks like she did when she first consumed Saber's regalia, but there's something missing from her now. Elizabeth was the one who told me to run away from the wicked queen of the capital. She even got herself shocked on my behalf more than once. And that Elizabeth is no longer here. I recommend saving Rin first because you fight Vlad in his Lancer form first and the Berserker for round 6 because the Berserkers of the game stats are set really high. Unsurprising, they are Berserkers. I'm not surprised a Berserker is, you know, kind of hard to deal with. Alright, yeah, we're fighting the giant again.
というか、これですっきりしたでしょ？外で活動する分身をなんでわざわざサーバントにしたのかは聞かないわ。どうでもいいし。でも負けたんだから遊びはおしまい。本気の、いえ、本来の姿を見せるときよ。ね、優勢の化身、白き巨人セファールさん。
Okay, so this time it's Liz that brings out the white giant, not Archimedes.
私は誰も何も殺したくない。何一つこの手で砕きたくない。ご主人様、行けます。こちらに。自分の本性に気づけないっていうのは哀れよね。わかるわ、その気持ち。自分の SG は自分じゃわからない。本当に嘘よ嘘。わかってるんでしょ、アルテラ。私は優しいから救ってあげる。悩むことなんてない。嘆くことなんてないの。だってあんたは最初っから悩みも嘆きもしない。よそからの獣なんだから。
Alright. There it is. Elizabeth is the best example of Lancer curse that I heard so much. Yeah, being a Lancer's suffering. It's a giant something. Its spiritual core is firing off a terrifying amount of pressure. Its white light is blinding hot. It's so large, I can't take it all in at once. Mysterio's taught me anything in FGO is that even a monster can have a really great and wonderful heart. Yeah. He is the Minotaur, but I mean, he's like basically scared child. He did have a nice talk with Theseus, apparently, before he killed him. You know, before he had Theseus kill him. Because he was, you know, doing him a favor. He's just a sweet little guy that just, you know, wants to be around Duriel. A human shadow. When did I first start noticing its features? When she first appeared? When I saw her in profile? Or could it be when I saw the two shining spots on its head? The scream seems to shake reality itself. It's not human. It's not a heroic spirit. It's a monster. It's hunger. Vast, unstoppable hunger.
聞いてた以上のバッドテイスト。素敵じゃない。寒いじゃない。大きいじゃない。これでまだ初期状態なんてたぎってくるわ。壊せば壊すほど肥大化していくなら最後はどこまで育つのかしらね。さあ壊し尽くしなさい。あなたにはそれが許されている。いいえ、それだけが、破壊だけがあんたの存在を証明する。壊せ、壊せ、全部壊しちゃいなさい。
I don't think you need to egg her on to destroy stuff. It's kind of, you know, her whole existence at the moment. She's glaring at me. Does it still want the regalia? I understand in an instant. Whatever makes her scream, she's still aware enough to know what she must destroy. And that's why she's looking at us. This is one of the very few servants I personally slapped the heck. God. I remember. A little late now, but I remember what happened at the Moon Cell core. It's a perfect match. The giant creature standing up in the dark, the one that split me and the regalia in 3 pieces, the unknown threat to Seraph. I remember the feeling of my digital body being broken and split. Myself, the regalia, all by this same hand. That time, I couldn't avoid it. It caught me. I was alone then, without an ally by my side. But it's different now. At least for this moment, I'm not alone. By my side is the blade who protects Baron Bananas, the golden-eyed servant who's chosen to stay with me to the end. Kiasta!
引きます。ご主人様、負荷に耐えてくださいません。
No, to give Elizabeth some slap, Gilgamesh is servant number 1 that I want to slap the most. Sure it's not Jason? I don't know, I feel like I want to slap Jason if Jason and the Argonauts are around. He's kind of a dickweed. Especially to Medea. Alright, let's finish off Castor's story by killing Altera as the giant. Her echoes reverberate and shatter everything they touch. The territory shakes apart. The Spiritron energy disperses. I thought Altera and her forces were strong. Now, this is something else entirely, infused to the core with unspeakably lethal power. The structure around us is shattering like glass. At first, the Titan was targeting us, but now she's smashing everything in sight. She screams and destroys. She turns and destroys. She breathes and destroys. As long as the Titan exists, nothing else can.
ご主人様、あそこ、巨神の肩に。
Jason, I got something special in mind for him. Good. Oh, hey, it's the other us. I see a figure. Baron Banana's body is standing on the shoulder of the giant. And that third me is being eroded away, broken down. I can tell from here. It's what I'd expect to happen, being so close to a force of destruction. Nothing alive can stand beside her, no matter what bonds they might have. No matter what they might have said to each other. Her destructive power is absolute.
セファールの巨人、大いなる恐ろしき白の神、14000年前のあの巨神がとうとうセラフに現れてしまった。もはやここまで。
Well, if we're going out, let's go out with a bang.
ここまでなのですか、ご主人様。
Through quivering lips, Castor speaks my name. I've never seen her in this vulnerable. Not in the capital, not even in the Holy Grail War. I can't think of anything comforting to say. All I can do is stare back. Her eyes flicker with fear, anxiety, even despair.
ご主人様、私は申し訳ありません。すべてあらゆるすべてをここでお詫びいたします。どうか謝らせてくださいませ。あなたが眠りに落ちてからずっと自ら望んで 横島な渓谷に落ち果てたこと、エリザベートからの誘いを拒み、アルテラによる最後の勧告をも疎んだこと、そしてあなたを、マスターであるあなたを
Of course, she's having regrets at the end here.
一人は嫌だったのです。もう一人になりたくなかった。一人に戻るのが怖かった。強くあらねば、支配せねば、あなた様を私はきっと失ってしまう。その未来に恐怖したのです。いつかの折、エリザベートが言った通り、ドンピシャです。図星どころの話ではありません。あろうことか私はやけのヤンパチになったのです。あなたとは一緒にいられない。一緒にいてもどうせ不幸にしてしまう。それならばせめて幸福でいるうちに一緒に終わってしまいたかったと。
The realization falls into my chest with a thud. So that's what she's been building up to all this time. She knows the ending's sad, so she wants to close the book before we get there. That's the only solution to the problem she's always had. Castor's a sorcerer, a supernatural fox, and she even holds a spark of the sun inside her. But that also makes her part of eternity, of rules she can never ever, she can't ever go against. Where did I get never ever from? The notion of anything having an end is unbearable to her. Anything like a peaceful relationship between a human and an anti-hero. Or like a world doomed to the inevitable. That's why she wants to bring down the curtain while the music is still playing. She knows that would spell death for me. She wants to end it all, but she doesn't want me to die. She's been trying to keep all that turmoil buried under her throne. Even though her harlot persona could have driven me to hate her. Or maybe that's what she wanted, for me to lose all affection for her and walk away on my own terms. Make it easier for her that way.
ごめんなさい。そんな私のわがままの結果がこの光景です。
Tamamo.
あの巨神には勝ちようがない。世界は救いようがない。初めからあなたを救うことはできないと分かっていた。分かっていたから私は封じたはずの警告モードを目覚めさせた。抗うためではなく、戦うためではなく、ただほんのひととき歌方の夢を見るために。仕方ないのです。だって私たちは以前あの巨神に敗れている。私たちだけではあの優勢にはかなわないとこの体が味わっているのです。
Remember, she's an aspect of Amaterasu, who's a god. When the White Titan came down, they wiped out the gods. They fought them and beat them. Basically just turning them into spirits that can't really interact with humanity anymore. So Tamamo knows what this White Titan is. She knows she can't win. Even at her full power as Amaterasu, supported by other gods, they still lost. And she's just a fraction of that. So yeah, no wonder she's terrified. She wants to get the hell out of here just so they all don't die.
私は太陽の化身。その分霊。ならばこそ、14000年前の全てを知っている。あれに敗れ去ったのは地上の生物だけではなく、人の起こした文明だけでもない。擬神化された世界さえも 次々天空も大地も海も太陽も穂村も森も。
Personally, if Talamo can beat the final boss of Fate Extra, she can beat the White Titan. I don't know.
知恵は一切の意味をなさず、愛も絆も荒れ狂う巨神へは届くことなく、死もあれを殺すことはできなかった。戦いと争いの概念さえ同じこと。その剣を持ってあれを両断することは叶わない。
Yeah, now he's pissed about it, still.
そんな恐ろしきものがいずれ来たると私は知っていた。いいえ、知ってしまったのです。
Nero and Tama always make me laugh and smile. They're a funny duo. They're an absolutely hilarious duo, but and heartwarming at the same time. Like, they're great. Honestly, together they're fantastic.
いずれではなく、時計の針がわずかに動いただけでその時は訪れると。だから私は。
I get it. Castor was ready to witness this scene. Not from a premonition, but from her own experience. Or at least the experience of another version of herself. When the Umbral Star arrives, the world ends. The Moon Cell Automaton can't stop that. Every life form and civilization on Earth will be destroyed, just like it was 14,000 years ago. But Castor still hoped, wished, prayed, simply to live with me.
どうかお許しください、マスター。浅ましくも卑しい私の行いを。
I just have a lot of faith Tama can beat the White Titans because the last spell showed that each and every god, no matter who they are, has the potential to win. Well, I mean, Zeus only won against the White Titan because he, like, forcibly made essentially a god Megazord. He made a god Megazord out of the other Greek gods. They weren't happy about it, but they still won. And then he kind of became a crap person. Like, you know, Zeus normally is.
私は諦めました。もはや世界に明日はありません。なら私は限界まであなたに仕えたかった。あなたに寄り添い、あなたと共に死にたかったのです。
I think back to every event since I woke up in the Millennium Capital. It's hard to say how much time has passed. It feels like both an eternity and the blink of an eye. I remember talking with Elizabeth earlier. I told her I believed in Castor. I believed she had a reason for her un-Castor-like behavior and for the construction of the Millennium Capital. I believe she'd reveal it to me in the end. And now she has. I'm glad I had faith in you, Castor. And thank you for wanting to be at my side. For choosing me, even after you'd given up on everything else. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But...
ご主人様?
time to use humanity's greatest mythological weapon. Love. But no. No, this is wrong. You just smack her.
ご主人様、やはり私では叶いませんか? 所詮私はサブサーバントメインサーバントでもない身でありながら制裁を気取って私ごとき共に朽ちるのを望むのは出過ぎた願い。
You're completely wrong. Think about it, I tell her. Not about accepting the end. After all, eternity's way too long for a human being. She gives another sob. I give her a smile. There's gonna be a curtain call someday. That's just life. I don't want to spend that life with you. And if this is the end, then we might as well go out with a bang. We can't go out on a sour note like this. No matter how loud the band plays on this, no matter how loud the band plays on this sinking ship. But you know what the worst part is? This isn't like you, Caster. I tell her, whatever you and I stand together and face at the end, we're gonna be smiling, because we have all these wonderful memories behind us. We don't want to go out gnashing our teeth. You know what? When this war is over, let's leave the capital behind. Don't get me wrong. Your Queen of Harlots act has its charms, but your bright eyes, your cheerful voice, the loveliest smile I've ever seen. I tell her, I like the lively you that shines like the sun, the best. God, unescapable, undeniable riz this man has got going on. Like, my God. There's the Tamamo I know and love. Tamamo? Don't tell me all that reflection didn't count for anything. Oh my God.
どうせ侵食されるのなら私も国を持とう世界が滅びる瞬間までいい目を見ようなんて
Almost a special kind of chaotic that I love.
ほんと私らしくないったら後ろ向きになってどこに落ちていこうとしたのやらそれじゃまるであの巨神と変わりませんマイナスにマイナスをかけてもマイナスです
Technically, you can get a positive number that way. I know she's on a roll, but she shouldn't get that wrong. And then again, I'm sure she was speaking figuratively, so I shouldn't put the brakes on her here. Especially since she's talking herself out of her harlot mode. I'll just stand back and enjoy the moment. The one true sun is rising over the zero dark. Its golden glimmer fills my eyes. Alright, let's do this.
こそは天下御免の良妻狐。ご主人様のためなら鬼も仏も切り捨てること三千里。
Oh my
ご
god.
奉仕純情、昼もしとねでバチコーイ。
Of course.
今も昔も枕も宗師も音に聞け。私の願いはただ一つ。つとにかくいろいろあるけれど根本的にはただ一つ。我が願いは単純至極。幸福な世界で幸福な未来で旦那様とハッピーに生きるのです。私今度こそ改心いたしました。警告モードは時代遅れと脱ぎ捨てて、ご主人様が誇れる最高のサーバントとしてサクッとセラフを救いましょう。
Alright, let's do this. Let's get to the fight. Finish this
ま
off.
あ世界なんてどうでもいいですが、ご主人様の未来を汚す者に容赦はねえ。愛しの旦那様に指一本触れさせません。いざ参ります。ハッピーウェディングサンシャイン。
Of course.
全霊渾身全開稼働。漁師も魔力も何のその。今の私の動力源はあなたへのラブただ一つ。玉もラブマックス。
God damn it. Alright, let's fight the boy. Let's fight him.
さあさあいざ行きます。ご主人様との幸福な未来のために。
魔力が集中
Ah, I missed it.
おそらく力の源は恐怖のコアだ。相手の行動をよく観察しろ。攻撃の機会が見えてくるはずだ。
Oop, that hurt. Ah, I missed. That's fine. Oh, Tomo, you're dying. I just realized that. Okay, that breaks through. Okay. I need health. It's not gonna hit her hand. That's fine. So I'll end early. I'll end it off early there. Don't want to use up all the Extella maneuvers.
よく燃えますね。
Ah! Ah! There we go. I got it. Nice. Alright, drop Altera.
存分にあがくがよい。
好機だ。胸のコアを攻撃破壊しろ。
Yep.
通常攻撃は効果が薄い。コアを攻撃するならムーンクランチを使え。
Well, I am.
ダメージを与えるとはさすがは親友だが
敵はわずかの揺らいでいない。だが攻撃を続けろ。削り切れ。いいぞ。奴の防御システムが解除された。さすがに目覚める。
シェパールを止められるわけがあるまい。
確かに攻撃は通っている。しかし油断する。反撃の
Alright.
攻撃を
We're back to normal.
レガリアの力を有したムーンクランチ。それだけが巨 心を貫通しうる。
There we go. Got it that time. I'm not gonna be able to enter Moon Crux, which kind of sucks for this one, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll still do damage, at least. Okay, I didn't hurt her enough. Alright, she's down. There. This'll do some damage at least. Not a lot, but it did some. Alright, that half of the stage is gone. That's fine. おう。 There we go. I didn't even hit it. That sucks. Come on, just do your regular attacks already. This isn't gonna hit it. God damn it. Yeah, no, it didn't hit. This isn't gonna do that much. They don't have much Extella meter. It's better than nothing, though. Better than nothing. There, this'll do it. This'll bring that down. And then go for her middle again. And I got Moon Crux, so even better. Alright, I got my full magic phantasm circle. Perfect. Oh, so close to finishing it off. You're fine, caster. Alright, she's down. Alright. Finishing it off in style. Oh, come on! Really? Whatever. It was almost cool. It was almost cool. I'll take it. Yeah, you leveled up. Now the end of the story. For Tamamo. She unleashes her final attack. Perfectly aimed, it flies right into the Titan Altera's chest. In terms of scale, it's minuscule compared to the giants, but it's packed with everything Tamamo has. At the same time, it takes the life, the future of the Maiden in White. I hear her scream. I feel a hole in my chest. Not from my pain, or from my mind's pain, but from the pain of the third Baron Bananas. That Baron Bananas stays with Altera, ready to die with her. I have no words. All I can do is be a witness. And the final strike hits home. Aww. It's the second time we've killed her. The giant goddess crumbles. Its digital body, made to walk upon Seraph, is lost, as are its mind and soul. With its mana gone, it falls away in a rain of inorganic wreckage. What had moments ago been a mighty titan now scatters into piles of debris. There, I see something. A face I know all too well. My own. The third Baron Bananas is standing there in the midst of the raining rubble, knowing full well what will happen next. You can bring out your true power, Altera. So I'll do what I need to do. I hear a voice in the storm. A voice only the two of them were meant to share. He looks up at the cracked pieces of his servant's face. And then it dies again. A torrent of ruin comes crashing down toward the other me. Even as I hear Caster murmur, I understand there's nothing to be done. He doesn't try to run. He just stands there, letting the debris wash over him and take him away. It's his decision, and I understand. Yes, even though it seems like a futile death, there was more to it than resignation or sadness. I think Baron Bananas had a reason, and made that choice in order to change something. That's why I don't reach out. I don't even say a word. Till the end, I think. Until the very end. In my heart, I send off the other me, who walked a different path than I, until all trace of the body is gone. Goodbye, body of barren bananas. She must have been a wonderful servant to you. Don't mind me vibing.
ご主人様、何をぼーっとしておいでです？海外しくも愛らしいサーバントがおそばにあるというのに、ぼんやり桜など見上げて何をお考え事です？ピコーンときました。さてはご主人様、優勢本体がいつ来るかとお悩みですね。ダメですよ。いつかの日はいつかの日です。その時までは存分に穏やかに過ごそうと約束したの。お忘れですか？ただでさえ魂のあなた様は風光明媚、物憂げな無言の沈黙とか反則です。私思うのです。今となってはエリザベートもアルテラもそんなご主人様の無言
Oh
の
my
手
God.
に当てられて、ああも言い寄ってきたのではないかと。何です？考えすぎ？
Yes, you're overthinking everything.
いいえ、そんなことはございません。それが証拠に、今こうして佇むあなたを見ているだけで私、辛抱たまらず。何を言わせるんですか、ご主人様ったら。ささ、立ち止まるのはもうおしまい。一緒に参りましょう。どこへって？もち、お夕飯の食材買い出しです。今日も腕によりをかけて作っちゃいますから。
I can't wait for that. So I'll do what Castor says and swallow my worries of the future for now. The capital's in full bloom, and my only servant is right next to me. The brightly colored hair, those golden eyes. Yes, she's 1,000 times more lovable like this. Aww.
カルナッチさんが教えてくれたんです。この先に美味しいサワラの西京漬けを売っているお店があるって。試食して美味しかったら今宵の献立に加えてしまいましょう。試食は禁止とか言われたらそれはそれ。セラフの救世主を前に何とする、と私が警告モードでもっていえいえ冗談です。もう決して警告モードになどなりません。
That's good. Though she can be quite charming in harlot mode too. It's like how a horror movie is fun because you get to go home afterwards. If I were in a Holy Grail war, I heavily consider using Castor Tamamo if possible. I mean, it should be a good choice. Still, unironically, give me Nero. I'm not even kidding. Just give me Nero. Her imperial privilege is actually fairly broken. She's actually somewhat of a broken servant. Not super overpowered, but she's got a lot more tricks than you'd think. This Millennium capital is no longer the capital of the Empire. There's no queen. As a result, a lot of NPCs have moved in. Somehow, they've even built an economy. There are craftsmen and shopkeepers. And that means there are consumers. Instead of a giant empire run by one ruler and her servants, it's looking a lot more like a nation. Almost like a real world, you might say.
そうだ。今晩の献立について基本メニューはもう考えてるんです。豚肉とナスの味噌炒めにかぼちゃの甘煮、ほうれん草はおひたしにせずごまよぼしで、お味噌汁は赤だしのなめこ汁、さらに噂の西京焼きを おお、これはライダーさんのお店で買った大きなお皿に盛りましょうね。
That's right. The other day, we saw Ryder at a certain antique shop. She acted like an employee, so I think she might have been doing part-time work there. I didn't ask for details. Her new glasses suited her well, and I told her so. But then Castor got angry. Karna's patrolling each territory of Seraph. He explores the new territories that keep appearing daily, searching for NPCs and servants, especially those related to the Moon's Holy Grail War. From time to time, he drops in to give a report, usually about which shops have the best food or where the best fishing and hunting spots are. You know, Baron Tomo's in a small group of servants I call non-grailers, as they can easily get their wish without needing a grail. Yeah, she could probably get, you know, the magical portion of it. She's got enough of that. I mean, at the end of the day, the Holy Grail is just a massive amount of mana. That's all it really is, just a fuck ton of mana you could use all at once, rather than having to build it up and stockpile it. So yeah, I can believe she could do it. Merlin definitely be up there too. Even if he is a lazy arse about it. Yeah, using magic's too hard. Just give me Excalibur. Such a lazy son of a bitch, Merlin. No one knows where Berserker went. It's rumored that he wanders the Zero Dark, looking to spark a new battle. He did stop by once before he left, and when he saw Castor, he no longer looking like her old self. He got an odd expression on his face and walked out. These are peaceful times in Seraph, even if it is all just temporary. Is it because you can use a command seal or a ley line to keep her on Earth after the Holy Grail War so she can get her wish of being a wife? That is true. As long as you keep feeding her mana and stuff, enough of it, she'll stick around. I mean, it goes for any servant. You can summon a servant pretty much any time you want. It's just very hard to keep them around because they require so much mana all the time. Just when the Grail War happens, yeah, the Earth kind of takes a little bit of that, the Grail and stuff kind of takes a bit of the load off of you. Just a bit. A tiny bit. Even if the illusion only lasts a short time, these are still important days. For us, especially.
そうだ、ご主人様、ちょっと足を伸ばして他の領域に参りましょうか。毎日和食ばかりではいいね。まさか私の愛情たっぷりまじないたっぷり
Oh
パーフェクト料理に飽きるはずはないのですが、たまにはローストチキンの一つも焼いておきませんと主婦たるものの保険に関わります。和食に中華にインドだけがレパートリーと勘違いされてしまっては困ります。たまもは世界のたまもちゃんですから。
Now that she mentions it, the curry Castor cooked up was surprisingly good. It was based off a Japanese curry, but it had a deep aroma of a real Indian curry, and a body similar to European curry. But most of all, it had a taste of, well, family. Spicy, but gentle and welcoming. Or you can just live on the moon cell and just supplies all the mana servant needs to stay manifested constantly. Yeah, that too. That too. Really? It was so good that if I didn't know any better, I'd think curry making was some sort of skill or noble phantasm she picked up. But...
そんな世界最高の愛妻カレーだなんて私そんな風にまっすぐはっきり言われてしまってはもう今夜の
Oh my god.
献立予定 予定変更しちゃいます。構いませんとも、すでにある食材は明日に回します。
Oh boy.
最高のお肉、最高のお芋、最高の玉ねぎ、人参、それに最高の香辛料、最高のお鍋を持っていざ。今夜はカレーライスに決まり。たっぷり食べてたっぷり精をつけてくださいましね、旦那様。
Although, one potential problem. From the way curry clears your eyes up, it might be hard to sleep tonight.
なんて冗談です。何でもお好きなものをおっしゃってください。
I feel like given the chance, Tom could easily make a bunch of romantic books. Probably, honestly. The way she goes, she can go on a writing spree.
良き妻として、良きサーバントとして、共に最後を迎える伴侶として、わがままも暴走も極力控えます。
Here's tips on, how to be the perfect wife. Perfect, doting and devoted wife. Be sure to read the extra chapter about, the castration fist. In the case they get out of line.
さあ、旦那様、今晩のお夕飯、何がよろしいです？
That's a tough question. I can think up a whole menu on the spot like she can't. Oh, I can't think up a whole menu on the spot like she can. More importantly, I want her to be as lively as she wants to be. I don't ever want her to think she has to tone herself down for me. If she wants to feed me curry, I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't think she'll go into curry harlot mode or anything like that.
はい。
Tama, Sinigam, Murasaki Shui came together to make an epic collection of books. Aren't Sei and Murasaki kind of like not on the same page when it comes to writing because they have two very different styles, though? Huh?
もしかして私、インド式警告モードのお話、あなたにしてませんでした？
Pardon? How does harlotry relate to curry? Fuck it, listen carefully.
では、それは今宵の寝物語にでも、たっぷりじっくりお聞かせして差し上げます。ともかく、あなたにそう言っていただけるのなら遠慮はしません。しませんから。
Throwing the idea out there, plus authors collab together before. Yeah. Maybe Tamamo's the, mediator.
行き過ぎたら今度は叱ってくださいましね。きっと私立ち止まってみせます。いつまでもいいね、最後の時を迎えるその瞬間まで、こうしてあなたと寄り添い過ごすために私頑張ります。
Konosuke and Berserker forms charming in their own way. I am skipping the credits. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's get your after credit scene. You're barely a thing in this one, Archimedes.
身代の絶望を知るがゆえにいくらか組みしやすいかとも思ったが、よもやここまで愚かしくも人間ごときによった存在とは。落胆したぞキャスター。警告の美記、おとぎ話の怪物が聞いて呆れる。束の間の甘美を味わいながら滅びの時を待つがいい。無価値無意味の極みたる平穏にせいぜい浸れ。次期クオンタムタイムロックに入る。やれやれ、またも移動しなくては。まあいい、成功するまで何度でも繰り返すだけだ。お前も共に来い。これよりスライドを始める。
無意味無価値ね。
The Archimedes a mile away is a bad guy. It's always the scientist who's a villain. Damned mathematicians, you can't trust them.
黙ってついてこい。お前には別の重要な役目を与えよう。レガリアの完全なる破壊とムーンセル中枢の陥落。我らはいずれ必ず完璧にこれを果たす。
無意味だか無価値だか知らないけど、せいぜい幸せな最後を迎えなさいよね、小豚。
Even in her corrupted state, she still wants us to have a, you know, a happy ending. To be continued, once again. There we go. That's your plan failed, Archimedes. Elizabeth's having a messy up an evil plan. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Got more side stories and content and other stuff at... Oh my god. Okay. We good there. So yeah, meaning next time... There she is. We'll be doing the third path. The third story here. With Altera. Perfect. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Actually tamed Iskander, Jean, and Gilgamesh is what? Mm-hmm. Altera's got some power behind her. There we go. Alright, so another good old Fate Friday in the bag. Let's bring up that schedule for the rest of the week. There we go. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll be back to Final Fantasy X. We'll be doing a lot of more side questy style stuff before maybe eventually attempting the, you know, before getting around to the actual final boss of the game, because we're pretty much right there. But I want to try to do a few little extras. So yeah, that's tomorrow at 6 o'clock, like usual. So yeah, as a Fate fan, will you try out the Fate Empire of Dirt fan game? Possibly. Now that I'm aware it exists, I might try it out at some point. Eventually. Okay, I'm looking at the picture we've got here on, what is it, Visual Novel Database. I guess the, you know, cover art for it. Alright, servants I recognize right away. Okay, I see Raiko, I see Skahak, I think, shit, what's her name? The fuck's her name? Oh, Brunhilde's there too? Yeah, okay, yep. Oh, yeah, Rama. Okay. There's a few I recognize. Skahak's an interesting option. Because, I mean, she's technically still alive? Skahak technically isn't dead? She's not, like, she is alive. Technically. she's one of those. Skahawk is a saver in the game. Ooh, interesting. I will put it on my list of more of games I want to play. I'll throw it on the list. She's also a badass biker gal in the game as well. Oh my god. I can already imagine Skahawk in the, leather jacket. Alright. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. And tonight. So, yeah, thank you, everybody, for watching, commenting, lurking, following, and resubscribing. I appreciate it very, very much. Excited for Digimon Story Time Stranger. I'm going to be here all day if I start trying to talk about Time Stranger and Digimon. But I'm excited for it, too. I want to play through all of Hacker's Memory before the game comes out, or at least when it just starts coming out, so I can finish that and then maybe wait for the price of the game to go down a bit, because it's gonna cost a crap ton. Because god damn it, game prices suck right now. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited that it's finally gonna be coming out really goddamn soon. I want to finish Hacker's Memory too. I want to start and finish Hacker's Memory. It'll happen soon. After Final Fantasy X, it'll be Hacker's Memory. God, I hope Time Stranger goes down in price, because I have to pay nearly $90 just to get it. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate, Anyway, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time.